Namaste dosto, I'm Fingers Sanjeep. Both sides of the river is my journey of learning that home isn't a place you find. It's a rhythm you carry. 10 tracks for 10 fingers. Each one a bridge between the worlds that made me. Whether you're listening in Pune or Harlem, Mumbai or Queens, I hope these songs remind you. You don't have to choose sides, you can be whole in multiple ways. Sangeet mein koi seema nahi, my friends. Music has no boundaries. Thank you for listening. Thank you for making this music real by hearing it with love and gratitude. Fingers Sanjeep.
Sare Sada Rama Dama Sade Rama Dari Sava Magari Zari Re Magama Mari Madama Dari Zari Sare Sare Dari Mare Rama Mari Magari Madama Sari Zari Sari 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 Mama Dari Dari Magari Streets of Harlem whisper jazz at night, while Man's lullabies echo in my mind. दोनों दुनिया एक आत्मा मेरे दिल में संगीत है. Father left Mumbai with dreams in his eyes. Harlem raised me under different skies. Grandfather sitar in these calloused hands, blending ragas with rhythms the crowds demand. Say choose a side, मैं कहता हूँ क्यों. Cotton club nights I bend every rule. Eastern scales meet Harlem blues. संगीत मेरी जुबान. Dust motes dancing in apartment light. Purana suitcase kone mein chupa. Grandmother's hands tremble as she lifts the lid. Ye tumhare dadaji ka tha. Steel strings and sympathetic, silent and waiting. Decent saal se chup jagne ka samay. Rosewood body carved in mirage. Guruon ke haathon se bana. Each fret positioned by sacred geometry. Har swar mein Bhagwan base hain. He played in the city's music circles. Samaj mein unka bada naam tha. Wealthy families called him for celebrations. Shadi biyah mein unke bina adhura lagta tha. Then partition came and we lost everything. Sab kuch chhod kar aana pada. But this sitar, this he carried. Jaan se zyada pyara tha ye. Your father refused to learn. अमेरिका में ये काम नहीं आएगा. But you, तुम में उनकी आत्मा है. These strings are your inheritance. ये तुम्हारा धर्म है. Fingers find the metal strings. ठंडे तार गर्म होते जा रहे. A note escapes pure and clear. पहली आवाज पवित्र संगीत. Neighbors pound the walls above. Keep it down in there. But Mrs. Gupta from next door knocks softly. Beta, aur bajao. Hours pass, fingers bleeding. Ungliyon mein chale, dil mein junoon. Grandmother hums the scale, she remembers. Sa-re-ga-ma dheere dheere. YouTube videos, Ravi Shankar recordings. Purani technique, nae tareeke. Jazz friends gather, confused but curious. What you doing with that thing, man? Making something new from something eternal. Kuch purana, kuch naya. 3 months later at an open mic, sitar aur saxophone saath mein. The room falls silent, then erupts. Where'd you learn to play like that? My grandfather taught me. Halanki wo kabhi yahan nahi aaye. Across time, across death, sangeet mein koi seema nahi. Now the case stays open always. Har din naya raag nahi khoj. Grandfather sitar sings in Harlem clubs. Bharatiya jade, Ameriki shakhaएं. When I play, 3 generations breathe together. Dadaji main aur aane wale bacche. The wood remembers, the strings remember. Sangeet kabhi nahi marta. From Mirage to Manhattan, Maharaja ke darbar se Harlem ke khaktan. Sitar case heavy, palms burning hot. Doorman looks me up and down with doubt. You sure you belong in here, he shouts. Stage lights blazing, crowd talking loud. Naya ladka purana saaz. But when I start to play my part, जब मैं बजाता हूँ राग यमन, room gets quiet, touches every heart. something ancient needing something new. कुछ जादू हो रहा है यहाँ. Saxophone player jumps right in the mix, following scales he's never heard before. Piano finds the drone, bass walking slick. We're breaking every rule and making more. Crowd starts swaying to this brand new sound. भारत और अमेरिका एक साथ नाच रहे. Never thought these hallowed walls would ring. ऐसे राग जो घर से sitars bring. Duke Ellington's ghost nods from above. संगीत की कोई सीमा नहीं. Manager pulls me aside when we're done. Kid, what do you call this thing you played? I call it fusion, sir. Two worlds as one. Both my homes in harmony displayed. He books me for the whole weekend run. Naam bana pehchan bani. Grandfather said, "Trap meet these lights." Dadaji ke sapne mere haathon mein. New flight, not by staying pure but staying alive and true. जो बदलता है वो बचता है. From 125th Street to the Ganges shore, हर नोट में दो दुनिया का प्यार. Lenox Lounge Ragas forever. Eyes closed, rocking between worlds. Jago so jago phir se. Mumbai local or F train express. कौन सा सपना eyelids flutter, coffee steam rises. Chai wala calls through Kashmir gate. Pressed shoulders sharing morning times of India. Dhoop ki kirne khidki se. Ladies compartment bangles chime. Pudine ki khushboo. Kurla to church gate sacred rhythm. Mumbai ki dhadkan. Sway takes me under. Eyes grow heavy. Station ke beach mein mind drifts. Borders dissolve. Eyes open, neon flickers overhead. Brooklyn bound past Canal Street. Winter coats pressed, body swaying with post coffee. Cup at but aankhein. Tanani podcast leaking through earbuds. Ek alag tanhai. Queens to Manhattan, different rhythm. Same steel heartbeat. Between dreams, between homes. Do atma ek sharir. Each rock in motion blurs the line. Kahan hu main? Himalayan curves or Hudson's flow. Dono mein hu pura. Motion's cradle holds all true. Monsoon droplets race on windows, Dadar se Bandra. Vendors push through crowded cars, Vada pav chai garam. Grandmother sari brushes my arm, Purani kahaniyan. Western line carries ancient whispers, Jadon ki awaaz. Tunnel darkness swallows light, sapna badalta hai. Where will I wake this time? Yellow light express train roars past, Bushwick to West Village. Port mumbles verses near the door, Hindi shabd Angrezi mein. Graffiti blurs through subway windows, nahi pehchan. L train carries tomorrow's promise, dusra ghar. Am I forgetting or remembering those Indian ek sapna? Memories bleed into each other, kaun si yaadein meri hai? The spaces between define me most, jahan dono duniya milti hai. This rocking cradle holds my truth, dono mein mera hona. Between dreams, between homes, do atmaye ek sharir. Each rocking motion blurs the line. Kahan hu main? Himalayan curves or Hudson's flow, dono mein main hu pura. Motion's cradle holds all truth, mera sacha ghar. Steel on steel wheels turning still, do patariyan ek safar. Eyes closed or open, I am here, dono jagah har pal. Train rocks between my words, aur main dono mein pura. This journey is my truest self, mera sacha anand.
Where you really from, man? They ask when I say Queens. No. Where you really from? Kahan se aaya hai ye ladka? My accent sounds like home to me, but home keeps moving, keeps shifting. Aap Hindi theek se nahi bol sakte. Uncle shakes his head at family dinner. America mein jaakar sab bhul gaye. My grandmother's recipes taste wrong when I try to make them alone.
Stranger here, stranger there, kahin ka nahi choda, kahin ka nahi. Too much of this, not enough of that. Beech mein atka hua, half and nothing whole.
Jazz cats say my rhythms are too complex. Just play it straight, man, what's all that twisty stuff? Seedha saadha kyun nahi bajate? But straight lines never felt like truth. Truth has curves and complications.
Mumbai cousins post their Bollywood nights, pictures of belonging I never learned. Tum kab aa rahe ho ghar? But which home, the one that exists or the one I imagine? Mirror shows a face that's aina kya dikhata hai. Features that don't fit the boxes, neither this nor na ye. Somewhere between the definition, prove you belong here. Yahan aapki jagah nahi, show your papers. पहचान पत्र दिखाओ.
Where's your loyalty? वफादारी किसके साथ? Maybe strangers see more clearly. अजनबी की नजर तेज होती है. Maybe borders exist to be crossed. Maybe home isn't a place but a शायद घर कोई जगह नहीं. Maybe I'm not broken, just differently whole.
Walking between worlds, दो दुनिया के बीच चलना, not lost, just finding my own path. इंजीनियरिंग डिग्री बेटा, इंजीनियरिंग पढ़ो, अच्छी नौकरी मिलेगी. म्यूजिक इज अ हॉबी नॉट अ करियर, सिर्फ शौक के लिए ठीक है. What will people say about my son? लोग क्या कहेंगे? Playing guitar in clubs like some vagrant. Kumar family's boy became a doctor. Sharma's son works at Microsoft. तुम्हारे बेटे का क्या होगा? Still playing that old instrument. अभी भी बैठकर बजा रहा है. When will he grow up? Every dinner table conversation, हर बात में यही सवाल. Have you applied for real jobs? कब तक ये संगीत वंगीत? I practice scales while they plan my future. मैं राग सीखता हूँ, वे मेरी जिंदगी प्लान करते हैं. Passion, बेटा, मैं समझती हूँ तुम्हारा जुनून, but passion doesn't pay the rent. लेकिन जुनून से घर नहीं चलता. What about marriage? What about children? शादी ब्याह का क्या होगा? How will you take care of a family? Man, you're too cerebral. Jazz is about feeling, not all that Indian theory stuff. Just swing, don't think so much. All those microtones are killing the groove. Can't you just play it normal? Get a real job.
नौकरी कब मिलेगी?
Play it straight.
सीधा साधा बजाओ.
What will the neighbors think?
लड़कियों के माता
पिता क्या कहेंगे?
You're trying too hard.
बहुत ज्यादा दिमाग लगा रहे हो.
In the space between their voices, आवाजों के बीच की खामोशी में I hear my sitar calling. मेरा सितार पुकार रहा है, not asking for approval. ना अनुमति मांग रहा, सच गा रहा है। Their expectations are their prison, उनकी उम्मीदें उनकी जेल है। I choose my own way to carry, मैं अपना बोझ खुद चुनूंगा। The weight of creation, not convention, परंपरा का नहीं सृजन का भार। Let the sitar decide what it wants to be, सितार को तय करने दो कि वो क्या बनना चाहता है।
The instrument chooses the player, वाद्यमा वादक चुनता है, not the other way around, not what they want me to be, what the music wants to become.
Some becoming severe.
Sunset to sunrise, uptown rooftop, 5 boroughs below. Sabao! Sabao!
Passing lassie cups beneath string lights, DJ spinning vinyl as tabla ignites. Saudi silk swirling with sneakers tonight. Grandmothers teaching steps to those outside. Bodies move free under stars burning bright. Drop jawan hai masti ki raat. Bodies speak what words cannot say. From Bombay to Brooklyn, we found our way. Sweat-soaked shoulders sway as one. Dawn still hours away, we've just begun. Subway musician joined with dope players, beat food cart serving chai on the bustling street. Bass vibrates through concrete beneath our feet. Software engineers trade verse with lyrical elite. Dance circles forming where strangers meet. Koi sharm nahi, haath uthao. Playlists crossing borders where rhythms blend. Dance circles widen as our neighbors attend. Sunrise threatens but the night won't end. Water is passed as all become friends. Ancient beats and modern groove transcend. Har dil ek hai masti ki raat. When morning breaks we'll still be here. From Queens to Karnataka, distance disappear. 5,000 years of rhythm in these walls. One night
See you next time. Same rooftop. Bring friends. कल फिर मिलेंगे.
नानी की कहानियाँ आज भी गूंजती है. Through New York winters, her voice remains. Digital calls bridge what oceans can't contain. Great-grandfather's letters in forgotten chests, yellow pages ink faded, Devanagari text. I scan and translate through modern apps, his hopes for children he'd never meet. आशा के बीच समय के पार, voice messages to cousins I've never seen. 6 generations connecting between. Time zones apart, blood still connects. पुराने शब्द, नई आवाज. What would ancestors think of these bridges we've spanned? Digital pathways where memories stand. Translated through time, words find new ways. हर पीढ़ी एक नई भाषा. Algorithms decode what hearts always knew. Mumbai to Manhattan, the message shines through. Meaning preserved, though forms हमारी कहानी बदलती रहती है, but the essence remains the same. Never saw her sister again. Pacific between them, letters their only tie. Now I see cousins' children dance on my screen. Their Hindi mixed with English just like mine. Nai peeri purane sapne. We text in English what they wrote with care. Technology transforms what devotion began there. Video calls link bedrooms to balconies. Mumbai ki subah, New York ki raat. Grandchild teaching grandmother how to use apps. She teaches prayers no software can grasp. What is lost between these translations we send? Kya bacha hai, kya gaya hai, and what new magic have we found in the end? 6
Sacred texts digitized, scriptures on phones, mantra aur prarthana. In meditation apps, in urban homes, new vessels carrying ancient truths. Pavitra gyan naye roop mein. Our parents feared we'd lose our way, yet somehow connection grows stronger today. Time zones apart, blood still connects. Purane shabd, nayi awaaz. What would ancestors think of these bridges we build? Digital pathways where memories distill. Translated through time, words find new ways. Har peedhi ek nayi bhasha. Algorithms decode what hearts always knew. Mumbai to Manhattan, the message shines through. Meaning preserved, though forms rearranged. Hamari kahani badalti rehti hai, but the essence remains the same. Can you hear me? Can you see me? हाँ मैं देख सकता हूँ. Do you understand what I'm saying? हर शब्द हर बार. After all this time, समय कुछ नहीं. हम एक हैं, हमेशा थे, हमेशा रहेंगे. तेरा मुंबई. I close my eyes and start to play. Your story's flowing through my veins. Grandmother's voice guides every note, like ancient songs through modern chains. मैं समझना चाहता हूँ what she sees when she speaks your name. Like prayer, like love, like coming home. Through music's universal refrain. The monsoons wash through Harlem nights. Your street sounds catch my sitar's call. I play the trains I barely recall. अब मैं उनकी भक्ति को समझने लगा हूँ. Each note brings me closer to you. Across the ocean's distant wall. Through melodies that bridge us all. Memory and music break
breaking through. Too small. Father brought me once when I was young, too young to understand your song. लेकिन मैं तुम्हारे सपने देखता हूँ, in Hindi and English mixing free. Your language is dancing on my tongue, creating harmonies where I belong. The shores of you and me. Now I see you're not just geography, tum dekhne ka tarika ho. Every time I bend between the scales, wo tumhari awaaz hai, speaking through me, singing through me, making music from the space between. The jazz musicians understand now, when I play in your ancient ways. It's not exotic, it's not strange, बस मैं हूँ तुमसे बात कर रहा हूँ. Through maple wood and steel wire strings, building bridges through these days. Music flowing through the change, connection grows in countless ways. Thank you for the gift of yearning. Tarka tohfa dene ke liye, it taught me home isn't a place, it's the rhythm of belonging true. The music between heartbeats burning, the song that makes me whole and new. Love that flows through time and space. I'll visit you someday in body, but now I know कभी तुमसे मिलने आऊंगा. Every note carries your blessing, every song becomes my way home. तुम्हारे बेटे की तरफ से, who found his path through music's flow, playing forward, always forward, सफर जारी है. I used to think I had to choose, कौन सा किनारा मेरा है, east or west, this side or that. Standing on the banks afraid to fall, but rivers don't divide the land, they भी से जोड़ते हैं. They carry stories from mountain to sea, and now I understand it all. Morning coffee, evening chai, both taste like home when I'm playing. दोनों में मेरा स्वाद है, sitar string catch subway dreams. Jazz horns bend like vocal raga, संगीत कोई सीमा नहीं जानता. I am the bridge they make together, two worlds dancing in one stream. Grandmother's stories
these Harlem streets both shape the calluses on my fingers. दोनों ने मुझे बनाया है when I step into spotlit frames. मैं मुंबई की आवाज लाता हूँ, eager crowds leaning closer. संगीत का जादू फैलता है, every note carries both my names. I am both sides of the river, दोनों किनारों का पानी, flowing toward the same bright sea. मैं वही हूँ जो दो दुनिया को जोड़ता है, no longer torn between two loves, but loving twice as deep and free. They asked me once, what are you? तुम क्या हो, भारतीय या American? I said, I am the song between questions. मैं वो संगीत हूँ जो सवालों के बीच बजता है. I am both sides of the river, the water that makes them one. Now when I walk through Jackson Heights या फिर सपनों में मुंबई की गलियों में, I carry both languages in my pocket, different words that all belong. दोनों मुझे घर ले जाती हैं, home is not a place you find. घर वो है जो तुम बनाते हो, with every choice, with every song. The sitar sings through Lenox lounge, his ragas dance with Coltrane soul. दादाजी का आशीर्वाद, jazz की स्वतंत्रता, grandmother's hopes and mother's songs both live inside these melodies. हर स्वर में पूरा इतिहास, past and future harmonize. तीनों पीढ़ियां एक साथ गाती हैं. No more strangers in either world, अब मैं दोनों जगह अपना हूँ. No more weight of expectations, the music chooses its own path. संगीत अपना रास्ता खुद बनाता है, and I follow where it leads to stages lit by every star. When young musicians ask me how, कैसे दो दुनिया में रह सकते हैं, I tell them, don't choose sides, choose depth, choose truth, choose love. गहराई चुनो, सच्चाई चुनो, and let the river carry you to every shore that calls your name. हर किनारा तुम्हारा घर बन सकता है. I stand where rivers meet the ocean, जहाँ सभी धाराएं मिलती है. Fresh water, salt water, savor, rise and jazz and ragas flowing as one. मैं वहाँ खड़ा हूँ जहाँ सब एक है, both sides of the river run through me. मैं दोनों किनारों को जोड़ता हूँ. I am the bridge, I am the flow. Fingers Sanjeep, child of two worlds, दो दुनिया का संगीतकार, playing the song that makes them one. एक ही संगीत की प्रेम